Hello everyone, Carlos Flores, back on basics. So, before we begin this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel at Back on Basics 9985. Hit the notification button so you can get notified of any new video that comes on board. If you want to connect with me on other social media outlets, by all means. On Facebook, you can search for me, Carlos Flores Jr. On Instagram, on X, and on Threads, you can type in at Back on Basics. And on WhatsApp, you can type in at Back on Basics. And if you want to leave a topic or a question, if you have a question, if you have a suggestion, or if you wanted me to give you my take on something, put it in the comment section and I'll be more than happy to do so. So, let's talk about how we can take care of our mental health. And there's things, haven't you noticed that life is kind of like a cycle, right? You go through ups and downs, right? But it's cyclical because you start off doing well, maybe, then you get a little stressed, maybe nothing, maybe then it just goes in circles. And so because of that, we have to really take care of our mental health. There's important things that we can do, right? Activities that we can do, so that way we can take care of mental health. Because mental health, to me, is as important as physical health. Because remember, if you focus your mental, you'll get motivated and you get going with your physical. And if you focus your physical, then you'll get going with your mind and your mental process and your mental focus. So it goes hand in hand. I mean, that's why we have a body. That's why we have a mind. And that's why we have emotions as well, right? The emotional aspect can also either get us moving, or it can also slow us down because of motivation or lack of motivation. So here are some tips on how to take care of your mental health. So tip number 1, always prioritize self-care. Why? Because there's only one of you, ladies and gentlemen. You have to take care of yourself. You have to make sure that you're eating well and you're eating balanced. You have to make sure that you get enough sleep. You also have to make sure that you're exercising regularly and also doing some mental activities. It could be as easy as Sudokus or crossword puzzles or even word searches. Those get your mind going. For me, word searches are really easy and get me going, get me moving. A puzzle helps me out because I'm always visual. My way of looking at things is visually, mentally, right? And then physically. Visually, because I can see things. I love doing puzzles. I love looking at things and see what's missing and how I can help it make sense. And so again, prioritize self-care. Take care of yourself. Look, I'm under the weather. I've been under the weather for the past maybe 4 days, and I'm getting better. You can hear it a little bit different, but it took a lot of sleeping. It took a lot of taking care of myself. It took a lot of just eating healthy, the basics, right? And remember, one of the things that I do every morning and every evening is I drink my juice that has 2 teaspoons of turmeric, 2 teaspoons, micro teaspoons, by the way, 2 micro teaspoons of black pepper, 2 micro teaspoons of cinnamon. And again, whenever I have it available, I add water with some expanded chia seeds. So for me, that's a good blend. It's a refreshing blend. Today in the morning, I wasn't feeling my best. I took it. Oh my goodness. It was so refreshing just going down, and I could feel it going down all over. And so again, take care of yourself. Prioritize self-care. That's how I prioritize self-care. Do something that you want to do as well. So when these these videos are done and processed and everything, and we talk about how to focus and take care of your mental health, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna watch the Royal Rumble. It took place today. And it's on, and I'm not just mentioning, but it's on Peacock. And so, uh, that's one of my favorite pay-per-views for them from the WWE, and so I'm looking forward to it. That's my little treat after I get all of these videos done, and at the same time, I do my posting for my two classes that I have at University of Phoenix, and so excited. But at the same time, again, doing these videos just motivates me a lot. It's making sure that you have resources, making sure that you have different videos with different topics that connect to one another, that don't connect to one another, that are actually parts. So you have like a part one, a part two, a part three. I mean, there's so many different videos that you can look for. Again, this library is always going to be free. It's not going to be subscription based. I want to make sure that you understand that you have different titles. You have short ones. You have the longer ones. You have the micro ones on Instagram. And so there's so many different ways that you can look. You can see topics. Excuse me. Different variation on topics. And so again, that's one of the things that I want to emphasize. The next thing that we're going to talk about is managing stress effectively. And there's many different ways that you can do so. You can go for walks, like me. I like to go for walks. It was raining today, and I'm under the weather. I didn't go out. Actually, I did go out to go see my mom, because today's actually my dad's birthday. Remember, may he rest in peace. Wonderful man. Always there to support me and everything, and my brother and my mom. And so, it was nice to spend time with my mom on my dad's birthday, because it kind of, it kind of brings that feeling that family is always going to be family. So, and of course, there's always family all over the place, and you know who you are. I mean, there's family in El Salvador, there's family in Edmonton, there's family in different places, ladies and gentlemen, even within the United States. And so, family's family. Always take care of them. Make sure that you're supporting them as much as you can. So, but going back to that, before I begin, I actually have my drink. Remember turmeric, white pepper, black pepper, turmeric, cinnamon. I mean, it's awesome. I'm going to take a swig right now because it is refreshing. It's going to help me get my voice a little bit, my get a little bit help. And so bear with me. Oh, refreshing. The I don't even know what it's called, but the electric shaker is actually my brother gave it to me. I mean, it's great. I can use it all the time. Okay, I'm gonna set aside my drink. Oh man, that's amazing. You won't know until you try it. It's 2 teaspoons, 2 little teaspoons of turmeric, 2 teaspoons of black pepper, and then 2 teaspoons and micro teaspoons of cinnamon. It helps with inflammation. It helps with joints. It helps clean your liver. I mean, it does a lot of different things. And guess what? It just tastes good. To me, it tastes good. And so, again, make sure that you are doing that. And that, for me, actually manages my stress effectively, because if I don't have to worry about my mental and my physical, then I can focus on other stuff. So there's other things that I wanted to also suggest. And so, do the hobbies that you want to do. Do hobbies, activities, play games, uh, you know, write letters to people. Have you ever written a letter lately to somebody, just send it off. Call them via WhatsApp, FaceTime. Just connect with family members and friends and your support system, because they're going to tell you how you're doing based on their perspective. So again, connect with others. Help those that help you. So again, make sure that you connect with them as well. There's other things. One of the things that I talk about is expressing your emotions outwardly. You can talk to a professional. You can talk to a life coach or a psychologist, a counselor. You can talk in a group setting, but let things out. And remember, one thing that I told you about: write a letter, put it in an envelope, save it for like a day or two, and then open it up, read it. Because you know what? That's kind of like a snapshot that you get from like 1 or 2 days before. And that's how your mindset was. And that's what you were thinking about. And once you see it, you shred it, right? So it's out of sight, out of mind. Your mind is not going to be processing those things. It's amazing. I love psychology. Psychology, it's just, if you think it, you do it. If you do it, you think it, right? And so make sure that you do that. If you're overwhelmed, make sure that you get some help. Remember, there's lots of videos here that talk about different topics, but there's also lots of different things that you can do. You can actually put things in the comment section, or you can connect with me on the social media outlets, and so that way you can actually ask personal questions. I don't mind it. I love helping. That's one of my motivations. Remember, I said in another video that I have 5. I love helping. I love making videos. I want to make sure that I'm helping you as much as I can. And I want to give you different perspectives on different topics, because sometimes it may be that slight difference between you and somebody else that will help you balance yourself and move forward to your goals and dreams. And so again, mental health is very important, ladies and gentlemen. One of the things that I would highly recommend is for you to always assess how your mental health is doing. Maybe every week to start, and then start tapering off to every other week, and maybe even at the end every month. And so again, right? You know yourself better. And if you don't, you need to learn yourself. Remember, know yourself, know others, know your higher power, know your goals, know how to celebrate your goals. Remember, you can do it. Remember what I said in the last video? Put the work in, right? What did I do today? I put the work in. I'm putting work in. I'm doing these videos, which I love doing. If there was only one thing that I would do, these videos would be it. I love making these videos. I also put in the work for the classes that I'm teaching. I'm also putting in the work for, the meetings I'm going to have next week at the school. And so there's many different aspects, and that's just the work and the school and everything. But there's other aspects of your life. Remember, you have to have some kind of balance. You have to have some kind of, just focus. And so how do you do that? By doing some of the suggestions that I just told you. So subscribe to my YouTube channel at Back on Basics 9985. Hit the notification button so you can get notified of any new video that comes on board. If you have any questions, don't forget to put them in the comment section. If you always have something that you want to focus on, what I recommend for you to do is write things down, put them on your phone, on your to-do lists, and take it one thing at a time. If you put them down, if you write them down, then your mind is not going to process and try to remember everything and maybe lose all. So focus, do the work, mind-body balance, right? Emotional balance will come. Back on Basics.